Have you ever wondered how to set expectations with your buyers and with your realtors? Tips for loan officers. I'm Elysia Stobbe, your Mortgage Millions mentor, and I help mortgage loan officers make twice the money in half the time with proven systems that work. So you can work smarter instead of harder. All right, so how do you set up expectations with your buyers and your realtors? So first, you want to establish a preferred type of communication, whether that's phone, calls, hello, text, or email. Find out how they prefer to be communicated with. You can ask, which is the best way to get your answer. And you can also observe. That's a powerful skill to learn, observation, because you'll see whether they call you or they text you or they email you. But I find I like to do things the easy way, and I just ask. So that's step one. Step two on how to set expectations with your buyers and your realtors. And why do I even say preferred method of communication is how to set expectations? Because you're going to ask them, and then you're going to say, excellent. So you'd like me to, just so I have clear expectations, you'd like me to call you, or you'd like me to text you. All right. Just that little bit of conversation will help you confirm. So number two tip for loan officers on how to set expectations with buyers and realtors. You're going to establish preferred communication hours and days if you need to. Theirs and yours, right? Because it's not just about what's good for the other people. This is also about what's good for you, right? So if you want to work weekends, great. Let them know and be proud about it. And if you don't want to work weekends, let them know. My family time's super important to me, whatever the case may be. I'm available on a one-off if you need an updated pre-approval letter, but generally speaking, I'm enjoying family time and I'm not in front of my computer, Sunday, or I go to church Sunday, or I have season football tickets. Like, you're allowed to have a life. It's okay. And the more information you share, usually the better that's received. And again, their hours as well. Like, some clients don't want to talk to you Sunday because they're at church or they have season football tickets or whatever the case may be, right? Maybe they don't want you saying, oh, I looked at your loan application again, or the processor says, she asked you for this on Friday and you're messaging them, or whatever their preferred communication form is that you're reaching out to them, right? So establish preferred communication hours, theirs and yours, and days as well. And tips for loan officers, number three on how to set expectations with buyers and realtors. Set clear expectations and timelines for the loan process. And what do I need by that? What do I mean by that? Well, are we talking about how long is it for a pre-qualification versus a pre-approval? Right? Do you get back to them in 24 hours, 48 hours? Does it depend on if they gave you all the docs for the pre-approval or not for the pre-qualification? I love to communicate and say, hey, I have, you're next in line, but I have, two people that actually came in just before you and I'm finishing up the second one and you're next, or wherever the case may be, right? I just want to have clear, consistent communication of expectations and timelines. So once you get all those docs, how long does it take? Once you're under contract, what are those timelines? Right? Typically, it's going to be 10 days for appraisal, depending on the state you're in, 5 days for loan application. So what does that mean, right? Do you have control about how fast those disclosures go out so they legally have made application and they're in line with their contract? Or do you not? Like, is it 48 hours and that means they need to get you everything 2 days after the contract so that you have time to work on it for 28 or 48 hours and then push it to docs, right? So the more you can explain about how your turn times work and the reason behind them, the better, right? Easier. Please, if you found this information helpful, useful, share it with another loan officer, share it with the branch manager, your branch manager. Please ask any questions, leave your comments below. I'm happy to answer them. And as always, cheers to your success.